And we are back on the Falcons franchise for week number 16, going up against the New Orleans Saints, and we've got a pretty good chance at delivering that last and final knockout blow to the Saints in the playoff hunt, because sitting at 8-6, we really don't want to be the team that gives them the help they need to get into that wild card slot. So we're going to have to be aggressive and take care of business here in New Orleans. Now, getting into the gameplay, we start our first drive here at the 47, coming out, handing the ball off to Freeman, and he'll be tackled after a gain of 3. That brings up 2nd and 7 now. Ryan dropping back, looking for Sanu on the slant, but the pass is going to be broken up incomplete. So now that brings up 3rd and 7. Matt Ryan finds Tevin Coleman across the middle on the angle route, and that completion is going to move us into Saints territory, setting us up at the 20. So in the next play, Ryan comes out from the gun, taking the snap, looking to go deep, hits Julio Jones wide open in the end zone for the easy touchdown, and just like that, the Falcons are on the board with the first score of the day. So after the touchdown to Julio, the Saints offense takes the field. Peterson gets the carry and gets about 2 or 3 on the play before being brought down. Next play, Brees takes the snap out of the gun with excellent pass protection up front. He's got all day to throw, finds a receiver wide open across the middle of the field and is dropped. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 7 now. Brees once again with time, steps up in the pocket, but is going to be sacked by Kamal Ishmael on the play, and the Falcons defense is going to force the Saints 3 and out. We then start our next drive with the handoff to Coleman, who gets crushed and fumbles the football. The Saints are in perfect position to recover, and of course this should come as no surprise to anybody because this happens at least once or twice a game. But now the Saints have great field position after the Coleman turnover, and Brees goes right into attack mode, connecting with his tight end right there for a nice completion, setting him up at the 9. Next play, Brees from the gun, looking to work it underneath to Ted Ginn. The ball gets knocked loose by Brian Poole. That was a nice play. That brings up 2nd and goal. Brees then hits Fleener for maybe a 1 or 2 yard gain, and that's going to bring up 3rd and goal. They then hand it off to AP, trying to punch it in, but it's going to be denied by Deion Jones, and the Falcons defense is going to hold the Saints to 3. So that was a pretty solid job by our defense altogether, because that definitely could have gone for 7. So our offense takes the field on the next drive, going to the ground game with Freeman, and he's only going to pick up a short gain on the play. Next play, Ryan in an empty backfield. The Saints blitz everybody, leaving Hooper wide open for an easy completion, and that's going to set us up at the 49. We then toss it to Freeman off the right side on 1st down. He breaks into the open field with one defender to beat, putting him in the spin cycle, and he's going to take it all the way up to the 1 yard line before being tackled from behind. That was almost a touchdown right there by Freeman. But check out this spin move. He completely jukes the defender out of the frame, and I thought Freeman was gone. I don't know how number 96 got this incredible burst of speed to catch up with him, but that was just a crazy run by Devontae. Then a couple plays later on 3rd and goal, Ryan looking for Coleman underneath. He makes the grab for the score, and that's going to put us in the driver's seat heading into the 2nd quarter. So the Saints come out looking to respond with the handoff to Peterson. That's going to go pretty much nowhere. It's actually going to lose a couple of yards. So on 2nd and 12, Brees dumps it off underneath to AP. He makes the grab there, and it's going to set up a 3rd and 8. Brees out of an empty backfield set, takes the snap, and rifles a pass across the middle of the field that's broken up by Devondre Campbell. That was a nice play by the linebacker in coverage. So getting into our next drive with the 13-3 lead, Matt Ryan comes out with the play fake, looking to take a shot deep to Julio Jones, hits him in stride, and Julio is gone. We have definitely come out firing on all cylinders, you guys. This Falcons offense reminds me a lot more of the 2016 version of the Falcons offense. We'll see if that can continue. But getting back to the gameplay, Brees with the quick shoulder fake, gets the safety to bite, and throws a beautiful deep pass completed to Michael Thomas for an easy touchdown. And I'm telling you guys, they got me with the shoulder fake. Since I am user in the safety, that subtle shoulder fake by Brees completely froze me up, and Thomas was able to run right by me to make the grab for the score. So just after I made a mistake on defense, I come right back and make another one on offense. That's got to be one of the worst reads of all time, and I have no idea what it was I thought I saw, but obviously the receiver wasn't open and I ended up throwing a pick 6. So after a couple of mistakes, we've got to get back on track here on offense. With a nice completion going to Sanu there, that's going to move us up to the 47. Then the next play, Freeman gets the handoff off the left side, and he's got blockers taking it all the way up to the 10, and then diving into the end zone for a 53-yard touchdown. That was just a crazy run by Devontae Freeman, and it was so much so that I had to pause the game and check my settings because I just wanted to make sure that everything was still the same, and sure enough, it's still on all Madden difficulty. And the funny thing is, you guys, at that point, I may have inadvertently reminded the game that I am playing on all Madden, because the game really started playing differently from that point on, as Adrian Peterson just breaks through for a nice run right there. So the Saints are going to be looking at a 1st and 10 from the 31. Breeze drops back, looking for AP in the screen game. He makes the catch and is going to take it up for a 9-yard completion, which eventually leads to this. A couple plays later, Breeze connects with Michael Thomas for the touchdown, and the Saints are right back in this thing. And then our offense goes 3 and out, giving the ball right back to New Orleans, and Breeze comes out firing, looking for Thomas right there, but the pass is broken up, bringing up 2nd down. AP gets the carry off the left side and runs right into Devondre Campbell, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 13. Breeze with all kinds of time now after the play fake, looking to pick up the 1st down. He rifles a pass and is completed. So the Saints get a new set of downs here. A couple plays later on 2nd and 13, Peterson with the carry, and he'll be tackled for no gain on the play. That brings up another 3rd and long. This time the coverage is better downfield. Breeze tries to step up in the pocket and is going to get sacked. Grady Jarrett does a great job at fighting off both the center and left guard on this play to get to Breeze. What a play by Grady Jarrett. Now, moving ahead a bit into the 4th quarter, we got the same score. Breeze comes out with an empty backfield. Looking to run verticals, we counter that by running man and 2 deep safeties. But Breeze has all day in the pocket to survey the field, and we simply can't cover for that long. And Breeze finds Snead for a wide open completion. So that brings up 1st and 10 from the 39. Breeze again looking to go back to the passing attack. Throws up the jump ball to Michael Thomas, and he goes up and makes the grab. That was a nice catch by Thomas over Alfred on the play. So that brings up 1st and goal. Breeze finds Hill in the back of the end zone wide open, but there is a flag on the play. But it doesn't matter much because the Saints are still looking at a 2nd and goal from the 5. So Breeze once again from the gun takes the snap, looking to climb the pocket, slings it sidearm to his receiver, and is caught for the touchdown. And with that, the Saints now have the lead. But check out the way that Breeze just casually tosses his pass for a touchdown. For it to travel that distance, wouldn't he have to throw it a little bit harder? I'm just saying, I don't think the ball would have gotten there if he just tossed it the way he did. But anyways, the Saints now have the lead 31-30 with 4:52 to play. After Coleman gets the carry for a short gain, it's time to lock in. On 2nd and 7, Ryan drops back, working it underneath to Sanu, makes the grab and picks up the 1st. Next play on 1st and 10 from the 37, Ryan drops back and again finds Mohamed Sanu open on the drive for another completion. The next play on 1st and 10, Coleman gets the handoff looking for running room, but there is none on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Ryan looking to take advantage of a mismatch, hits Freeman on the angle route, and that's going to pick up a 1st down and some. And then Ryan hands the ball off to Freeman on 1st down, and he's going to fall forward for only a couple yards on the play. That brings up 2nd down and 7. Coleman checks in and takes the handoff and gets shut down in the backfield and loses a yard, bringing up 3rd and 8. We then hand it off to Freeman, trying to catch New Orleans off guard on 3rd down, but they are ready for it. So after a drive that ended up milking about 3 minutes and change off the clock, Matt Bryant comes out and drills the kick to give us the lead. But we may have left too much time on the clock for the Saints, as they have about 50 seconds and 2 timeouts. Breeze then comes out on the next drive on 2nd and 4, working it underneath to Peterson. He makes the grab and sets up the Saints at the 47-yard line. Clock is still winding down now, 35 seconds to go. Breeze with all day in the pocket drops back and hits a receiver open near the sideline. It looks like it's Ted Ginn for the grab. The Saints immediately call a timeout, and they're just outside of field goal range. But then Kobe Fleener makes the grab on 1st and 10, and that's going to move the Saints all the way up to the 26. And you guys can already get an idea on what's about to happen as Peterson gets tackled after a short gain. The Saints line up and drill a game-winning field goal as the clock expires. And this one is going to be tough to swallow, you guys, because we had a chance to put this game away several different times, and we just choked. I mean, there's no other way to put it, you guys. We just completely choked with the game on the line. And if I had a chance to do it over, I probably wouldn't have been as conservative as I was in that final drive. I probably would have thrown it more and tried to get into the end zone instead of trying to run the clock out, but we just let this one get away from us. Anyways, you guys, I'm up against it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.